Okay, you owe me big time because you didn't tell me that bloodshed was going to be part of this deal.
I never said you had to shed your blood.
You were the one who was supposed to be sick, and you left the room. So when the intern came in, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to be the one responsible for Reva finding out you were faking an illness. Well, I don't have to worry about that. Josh took care of it, right?
Well, no more scheming. I should have learned my lesson when we got arrested at the airport.
That was your fault. Do you remember that?
Oh, whatever. At least I didn't have to give up a kidney.
Oh, gosh, Josh makes me so mad.
Don't worry about Josh, okay? Just let's order because I'm starving.
You know, if he thinks that I'm just going to stop worrying about Reva just because he told me to stay out of it, he's wrong, you know? What if they never find the princess child? What if there is no child? What if he tries to get her to stay there forever? I mean, I just want to talk to my sister so bad. I just wish I could talk to Reva, you know? Hello?
Cassie, hi, it's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No, I was just hoping that it was Reva, that's all.
Did the plan work? Is she coming home?
No, Josh kind of put an end to the plan. He told Reva it was all a lie. He talked to her.
Why would he do that?
Because he said if the prince found out that I could put her in worse danger, so.
I'm sorry. Listen, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Josh cut me out of the plan, and he told me to stay out of it, so.
Well, I guess he probably isn't gonna like what I have to say to you too much, then.
What, do you have an idea?
Oh, I do. I definitely have an idea. I just need to work out some of the details.
Details? What do you mean details? What's going on?
Well, right, so I'll call you back later. Okay, great, bye.
Hey.
Hey.
Who was that?
How you doing? That was Cassie. How was your meeting?
Ah, who cares? If I had known you'd be wearing my favorite outfit, I would have worn it a lot sooner.
Well, I put it on especially for you.
Why did you cover it up with the towel?
Wait a second. First things first. Where are you going with this?
Oh, all right, you're right. How about this for starters?
Very good.
And this.
Okay, even better. But that's not exactly what I was talking about. I actually have a question I need to ask you.
The answer is yes.
I haven't even asked you yet.
Oh, how can I say no to you?
Come on, I'm serious. This isn't just a yes or no question.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
So, do you see yourself as more of a dashing knight or a powerful sultan?
Well, that's not exactly the question I was expecting. What are you talking about?
Remember how Edmund kind of casually mentioned the masked ball in San Cristobal? I was kind of thinking that it would be really, really fun and really, really romantic if we took the yacht down and got all dressed up and went.
Really?
Yeah, and we can even get there early and spend some time on the beach, if that's what you want.
Come on.
What?
You don't want to go to that ball.
Yes, I do.
No. The only reason you want to go back to San Cristobal is to find Reva. San Cristobal Harbor is about 2.5 miles. The palace on foot, that would be, what, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Why does this keep happening to us? Why do we keep ending up apart from each other? I need you to come home to me. I miss you. Okay. Hey, thanks for coming so quick. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you sounded real upset on the phone. What, did something happen to Lewis Oil, or what's up?
I don't give a damn about Lewis Oil right now. I'm worried about Reva.
Reva?
Yeah.
But she's still in San Cristobal, right?
Yeah. And I have this bad feeling that even if she wanted to come home, she wouldn't be allowed to.
What are you saying someone's holding her against her will?
She's there. And I need to get her back. That's where you come in.
I think that it's
time that we took the next step, Richard. Sorry, I can't.
That meant nothing to you?
No, of course it did.
What is that? What is that behind your back?
It's really nothing. It's just... So now you're going to steal my privacy as well as my freedom? Yeah.
Richard is growing impatient with me. I need to regain his trust. It's the only chance I have at surviving. I need to convince him that he is the only one in my life and that the search for our son is all I care about. Lies. Lies! It's all been lies. Claiming to remember. Claiming you still had feelings for me. It's all been one big lie.
No, that's not true.
Stop. I shared my deepest secrets with you, and I allowed myself to trust you again. It's all been one big game for you.
No, that's not...
You never wanted to find your son. All you wanted was me to let you go back to your precious Joshua.
I do want to find our son. I swear I do.
How? By making a fool of me? By not respecting my memories of Catherine?
I would never do that.
Enough. Enough lies. Of course, you know. You betrayed me once when you left me, when you took my son away from me. Of course you'll betray me again. Why wouldn't you? But you're not going to betray me anymore. I should throw you back in the ocean where we found you.
So that's it, huh? That's how the mighty prince deals with his problems? Somebody disobeys an order and you just get rid of them?
I should have never let you back in my life. You don't want to be here.
Well, can you blame me? Ever since I set foot on this island, I've been locked up. You had my husband deported. You wouldn't let me go home to see my sister when I thought she was sick, and a friendly fencing match almost got me killed. I'm not safe here.
I told you I would protect you.
Well, someone in your friendly little tourist trap tried to murder me, and even your Royal Highness can't keep them from trying it again.
I will find the person who did that.
When? When they're standing over my dead body?
I told you, this is my country, and I can protect you. Which is why, by the way, I've been spending so much time with you, night and day.
Is that what you tell your fiancé?
That is the truth. I want to find our son. That's why I'm protecting you, and Olivia understands that.
Does she? Because I think there's a hell of a lot more to do with it than just finding our son. I think that if you thought you could take me on a guided tour of the life you shared with Catherine, that I would remember what it was like to love you. I think you want me back in your life again. Forever.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Mountain Grown Folgers Coffee, the best part of waking up.
Thanks. You're welcome. What did we just say about not scheming?
Look, I am not going to sit around here and just worry about my sister and do nothing because Josh told me to. All right? I have no idea what Michelle has in store, but it's a heck of a lot better than waiting around for Josh to call me and tell me what's going on, right?
Cassie,
just relax, all right? Because you're going to drive yourself insane, and it's just not going to help. Oh.
Hello, you two.
Mom.
Sweetie.
Ross.
Hello.
Listen, I'm glad I found you. I'm going on a business trip to Chicago.
Business? What?
Western Publications wants to talk about buying the journal.
You're going to sell the journal?
I haven't decided. He's advising me.
Oh, wow. That's great. That's great.
Why don't you join us for coffee? We're just going to talk over the details.
No. You guys talk. We'll do it another time.
Yes. Yes, another time.
You know, your mom is really lucky to have Ross, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been there for her for a long time. Actually, he was there for her long before he was there for me.
What do you mean?
I've told you their history. They almost got married.
Your mom and your ex? What, do you think they're getting back together or something?
No. I mean, no. That part of their life is gone.
Then what do you have that look on your face for?
It's just that since things with Ross and me, they haven't turned out so well, I just can't help but wonder what would have happened to Ross and my mother had I not come along.
Close enough.
Well, yes, it would be very nice to see Reva while we were down there, but that's not why I want to go.
Oh, really? You just love royal costume parties, right?
Are you telling me that you're not interested at all?
I'm telling you I don't want you involved in the Lewis's problems anymore, Michelle.
Danny, this is a perfect opportunity. The ball is a perfect cover to get down there and find out what's going on.
No, not us, and especially not you.
Danny, we're on the guest list. You know, we're expected to go, so why not do something for Josh and
Look,
Reva?
I understand that you want to help your friends, but you have already got yourself involved too much as it is.
Do you have any idea how worried Josh is about his wife?
Yes, yeah, I do, and because I'm worried about my wife.
It's not the same thing. I'm not being held captive by the ruler of some country, Danny.
And I'd like to keep it that way. What you're talking about is extremely dangerous.
Well,
Don't you want...
Reva would do this for me. I know that she would.
And we have done a lot to help them. I flew Josh into San Cristobal, and Reva did not want to leave, if you remember. I offered the yacht. I'm not going to offer up my wife. Forget it.
You take risks every single day with your family in that business. Why can't I just help a friend?
You are not being realistic. What do you think you would do if you were to even find Reva? Do you think you'd stick her in your purse and then sneak her past the Palace Guards? Do you think you're going to have a nice little chat with Richard and convince him to let her go? He believes that she stole his son. She could be sentenced to death, Michelle.
But she didn't.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because I know Reva.
Look, it doesn't matter because Richard believes that she did. And San Cristobal is not a democracy. He can do whatever the hell he wants, including hurt you if you interfere.
I am aware of the risks that I'm taking, okay? I'm not afraid because I know that we can...
This is not some little spy game. You could get yourself killed. Why do you insist on putting yourself in danger like that? Always. Why?
Because I have to help Reva, and that's it, period. I am not going to turn my back on her if she's in danger. I'm not.
Reva's been gone too long. I can't stand it anymore.
I'm sorry, buddy. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now.
Yeah, well, it's time for us to do something about it.
All right, that's fine with me, but I don't really see how I fit in.
Cassie told me a little bit about your past. Special Forces, Navy, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but that was a lot of years ago.
Well, you must have run some rescue operations then.
It was one of our primary assignments, but like I say, Josh, it was a long, long time ago.
Jim, I wouldn't be asking you if it wasn't a desperate situation. I need to get my wife back.
I know you do, buddy.
She's alone over there. It's eating me up inside. There's nothing I wouldn't do to get her out. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Look, Josh, I want to help, man, but, you know, I'm not quite sure I'm the guy that you really need.
You've gotten people out of difficult places before, right? Prisoners of the state, that type of thing.
Yeah, I have. You're right. I've done that before.
All I'm asking is that you help me form a plan.
All right, Josh, I'll do what I can. but you know, I've been teaching school for quite a few years. I'm going to be a little rusty. As a matter of fact, there's some guys I can turn you on to who are a lot more qualified than me.
I don't trust them. I trust you.
You really think Reva's life is in danger, don't you?
I know it is.
You know, contrary to what you may think, this is no seduction. I don't want you to fall back in love with me.
Well, then let's be open. I kissed you because I was trying to keep you from this notebook. Why did you kiss me back?
Do you truly believe that I would use our missing child to win you back? Do you think that little of me?
I think it's clear that you want us both back in your life. That you want this family to be whole again.
You don't know me, because I can't think of anything worse than falling back in love with you. Opening that part of myself so that you can stick a dagger into me again.
Then what was the kiss about?
Do you know what it was like when you left me? Do you know what I went through?
I have no idea.
Well, of course you don't. Because if you did, you would know that I'm doing everything that I can, everything in my power, not to remember what it was like when you were Catherine. Because I don't know if I could survive it. I don't know if I could survive reliving the hell of those years again. Now, do you know what it's like to lose the two most important people of your life, just like that, in one single blow?
As a matter of fact, I do, because I'm going through it myself right now. I've been torn away from my husband and my children. So you have to understand that I'm suffering too, Richard.
Well, we are both suffering. And I have to stand here and look at you standing in front of me. Day after day, day in and day out. The person that I used to love. My wife, for God's sake. Only it's not you.
You mean it's not Catherine?
When our lips met just now, I had you back. Just for that brief moment. I had you back. But then your eyes went blank. And then I realized you didn't mean it, and that it meant nothing to you. So I have to acknowledge that you are not mine, and worse, you are married to another man, and you have his children. So I know quite well that if I allow myself to get closer to you, and if I allow those feelings to come back, that you will leave me again. You'll go back to your safe life. And you'll leave me here. You will. But I am willing to risk it. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to go through that pain for the sake of my son, of our son. Now, can you say the same thing?
I can't tell you how pleased I am you could join me tonight.
You said it was important.
It is. Both of us. I invited you here as a sign of goodwill, but also to discuss our common goal, the immediate removal of Reva Lewis.
Removal? You make it sound so sanitary.
So it will be. Olivia, we both know Richard will never marry you as long as Catherine's around.
And this bothers you?
Richard can never properly run this country of ours with Catherine at his side.
Prince Edmund, I must speak to you right now.
This is not a good time, Nelson.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Will you excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
This had better be good.
I kept quiet about you switching the fencing swords. I am still awaiting my compensation.
Oh, of course. How silly of me not to have told you. Your reward is in the process of being prepared. Yes. Mr. Lasso will be right down to pick up his official papers. Make sure he gets what he deserves, just as we discussed. Thank you. It's all set up. They're waiting for you in the conservatory.
I'm sorry to have bothered you, Your Highness.
I was just coming back in.
It was you who switched the swords?
Nonsense.
I heard the guard. You're the one who nearly killed Catherine. You did it. You gonna let me take the blame for it?
I'd never do that.
Yeah.
We're partners.
No, you're the only one who wants her dead, Edmund. You know something? I think it's time Richard finds out exactly what his little brother is capable of.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that I got the court order that temporarily suspends your probation so long as you're doing business in Chicago, so you're all set.
Okay. I hope you haven't exhausted all your influence.
No.
All the scrutiny and red tape. Traveling isn't the fun it used to be.
Are you nervous about this trip?
No. But did you mean it when you said you would go with me?
Well, yes, of course I did. I mean, this is a big decision you're making. If it helps for me to be there, I'll be there.
Thank you, and I would like to take you up on that.
Well, please do.
Did you give this treatment to all of your clients?
No, you're just going to Chicago with your friend. Your friend just happens to be a lawyer, that's all.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
You know, we might have time after the meeting. We could do something else, take in a Cubs game or something.
Okay.
Why don't we ask Blake and the boys to come with us? Be fun.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, it's not your fault, you know, that Ross fell out of love with your mother and fell in love with you. It's not your fault.
It had nothing to do with falling in or out of love. See, Ross and my mother were happy. They were going to get married, and I had this very large chip on my shoulder, and I decided that my mother was to blame for everything bad that had happened to me in my life. So I wanted to punish her by taking away the man that she loved.
You stole him away on purpose?
Yeah, I wanted to see her suffer.
Doesn't sound like you.
Well, I was a very different person back then. You know, I just used people constantly. And I didn't care about anybody but myself.
Well, you guys have seemed to get past it.
Yeah, finally. But I think it's always going to be there between the two of us.
It was a long time ago. And believe me, if Ross and your mother were meant to be, you would have never been able to break them up. Never.
You didn't see me in action. I mean, picture the same scheming Blake that you know and love, and I used my powers for evil instead of good.
Hey, I used to be the main attraction at Teasers, so I have some things in my past that I am not exactly proud of.
I know. I live with mine every single day. But when I see how good Ross and my mother are together, I can't help but think that I never gave them a chance.
I think Kevin and Jason would love a trip to Chicago. Why don't we go for it?
Holly, I know what you're doing. Don't go there. Just leave it alone.
What's the matter? Aren't you a baseball fan?
We both know that this is not about a baseball game. Once again, you're trying to get me back together with Blake.
And if I am, is that a bad thing?
Yes. We are divorced. We are no longer married. Blake and I are friends for the sake of the children. That's all we are.
But it's obvious to me that you two are still in love with each other.
It's not as simple as that.
Of course it is. You just toss out your pride and you tell her how you feel.
Could we please not discuss this? I mean, no offense, but you don't know what you're talking about. Our relationship is in the past, all right? Too much has happened. We've done too much to each other. We have said too much to each other to ever go back.
I don't think it's ever too late to go back.
Holly, if Blake and I ever got back together, it would simply mean more pain and more heartache for both of us.
I've heard Ross so many times that, putting me in a stable marriage is like giving matches to a pyro. I mean, sooner or later something's bound to blow up. So, I don't think I could live with myself if I hurt Ross again.
Sounds like you learned a very important lesson.
No, I haven't, but Ross has. He'd be a fool to come back for more. I don't blame him. So I think he's right. I mean, yes,
We should be friends.
What about the bathtub? It's the last hurrah.
And that's what you want. You just want to be friends.
No, of course not. But it's what Ross wants. It's what's best.
Hi, you two.
Margaret.
Yes, Blake, Cassie. I'm glad to find you.
How are you, Margaret?
Do you know your doctors have been looking all over for you? I mean, you left the hospital in so quickly.
I can explain that.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It's just that your test results came back, and we thought you'd be happy to know that we figured out what's wrong with you.
You'd be doing both of us a great disservice if you were to tell Richard about the swords.
You did this, Edmund. This has nothing to do with me.
All right. Suppose you did tell him. What then?
He'd be furious with you.
Yes, he would. But of course, that's assuming he believes you over his own brother. But let's say he does believe you. What then? What will you have accomplished? Would Catherine be out of your life? No. Richard will be more protective than he was before.
Richard should know the kind of man you are.
Why?
Because you're dangerous.
I'm practical, Olivia. That woman will destroy Richard, along with any chance you have of walking down the aisle with him. My God, Olivia! Have you given up on your dream? To live happily ever after with your Prince Charming?
This is not the way I want to do it.
It's the only way. Otherwise, you're going to have to sit back and watch Richard fall in love with Catherine all over again.
You are a despicable little man.
I'm doing what's best for my brother and my country.
How do you even know you can keep the guard from talking?
I can't. But as we speak, dear Nelson is penning his confession for the attempted murder of Reva Lewis.
You got him to take the rap for you?
Well, it seems he has the same belief that I do. That Catherine will cause the downfall of the monarchy. But ever since the assassination attempt failed, he's been racked with a sense of deep self-loathing. That leaves only one course of action. For him to take his own life.
Dear God, you're gonna kill...
I'm going to do whatever I have to do. Richard once had great plans for San Cristobal. He was going to turn it into a world presence to rival Monaco. He was going to build lavish casinos, host gala events, garner the attention of celebrities, world leaders, but he got sidetracked, softened by that woman, a foreigner.
You think that when she's gone that he will rededicate himself to the country, is that it?
With the right leadership, San Cristobal will be so much more than just some small island nation that no one's ever heard of.
And why don't we just send her back to Springfield?
Because it's too late for that. She's just come back as she did before. I'm afraid it's time for much more drastic measures.
No. No, I can't do this. I can't be a part of a murder.
Now, come now, Olivia. Would it have been so terrible if Richard's fencing had been a little more forceful? If the sword had gone just a little bit deeper?
Just stop it! She was my friend. We can't just kill her!
Oh, but I can. And I think you can, too.
I know how hard this is for both of us.
Don't pretend to be sympathetic.
I'm not pretending anymore.
Excuse me if I have a hard time trusting you again.
You say you know me better than anyone? Then you should be able to look in my eyes and know that I'm telling you the truth.
Reopening those wounds, which were so hard to close, is among the hardest things that I have ever had to do in my life. And the pain now is just as great as it was that night that I walked into Jonathan's room and found an empty bed. Now, I'm willing to endure this torture so that we can find our son.
Well, if you're willing to do that, then I am too.
Why am I having a hard time believing you?
I may not be able to remember much yet. But deep inside, the feeling's still there. That feeling of emptiness, and that empty feeling isn't going to go away until I see Jonathan again and I can hold him in my arms.
You have said this before.
I know. I think that maybe I just had to go through all of this. Fighting with you. Fighting my conscience. Feeling guilty about Joshua. In order to get to where we are at this very moment.
And where is that exactly?
I want to remember. I do want to remember, I do.
You can, but you won't let yourself.
It doesn't make any sense.
Of course it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Because every step closer you take to your son, you take a step closer to his father, to me.
Michelle, there is nothing that you could do down there.
How do you know that? Why can't I just try?
Well, for one thing, our connections are gone. Edmund has proven that he can't be trusted. And my mother has been making secret trips down there. There's obviously a lot more going on than we know.
Exactly, which means that that's the reason I need to go down there and find out what's going on and how she's involved.
I'm sorry. I will not send you into that kind of danger.
You're not sending me into anything. This is my choice to go.
Well, it is my job as your husband to protect you and to look after you.
And what is my job, Danny? To cook you dinner and vacuum?
No, it has nothing to do with that. You know, I've worked really hard, very hard, to keep you from being a target with my family. And I'm not going to let you become a target in San Cristobal. I love you too much for you to put your life on the line. My answer is no. You are not going.
Okay. All right, I'm not quite sure how you envision this whole thing going down, but let me tell you from my years of experience that you are not going to be able to storm the palace with 100 armed men. It's not going to happen like that. I see this more as a stealth operation, all right? 2, maybe 3 people going in undercover. And we'll have to create some kind of a diversion outside of the palace that enables them to rush in and get Riva and get out before anybody knows what the hell's going on.
I had a contact inside the palace. I think I lost it, though.
Well, we're going to have to try to reestablish that. And, Josh, I got to tell you something, and I don't think you're going to be too glad to hear it. You are not the man to lead this operation.
I'm the only man to lead this operation. Riva's my wife.
Exactly. That makes you far too emotional. Look, I know you just want to go there and kick the door down and grab your wife and bring her home safe, but it's not going to happen like that.
I need your help. That's why I called you.
All right, then listen to me. Because this is real serious business, and we cannot afford to make one single mistake if we go down there.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that if I'm in, I'm going to run the show.
No, I'm just asking you to help me form the plan. That's all. I don't want you going down. You have a daughter. I can't ask you to do that for me.
You didn't ask. Let's just say I'm repaying a debt that I owe you, all right?
You don't owe me anything.
Josh, when I first came to Springfield, I didn't know anybody here. You didn't know me. You didn't know a damn thing about me. Yet you reached out and helped me. You gave me a job, and you stood up against Philip Spaulding for me. That means a lot. And as if that weren't enough, Riva is Susan's grandmother. I am family. I'm already a part of this.
This is a huge risk.
A huge risk? Let me tell you something, man. I lost my wife a couple of years ago, and I would have given my life to save her, but there was nothing I could do. You now have the opportunity to save Riva, and I'm your best chance at doing it. So let's get our heads on straight here. No more talk of risks. I am down with the program. There's no worries, Josh. We'll get Riva back. We'll get her back home safe and sound. I guarantee it.
See, there must be a mistake, because I'm not sick.
That's right. That's right. You are not sick. But you are pregnant.
Pregnant?
Yes.
There's no way there's no way I could be pregnant. I mean, it's impossible.
Apparently not.
I know, I'm telling you. I mean, maybe your test is wrong.
No, the tests are very conclusive. Of course, you can always take another one and it won't do any harm.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Well, okay. So why don't you stop by my office tomorrow?
I'll be there.
Okay. And meanwhile, try and take it easy.
Is there something you haven't told me?
There's no way I could be pregnant. I haven't been with anyone since Hart, and that was even way, way, way before he passed away.
I mean... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I gave the blood. That was my test. Oh, my God. I'm the one that's pregnant. Oh, my God.
Wait. I'll take your silence as a sign you've come to your senses and that you're going to help me rid us of our little Catherine problem.
What's your plan?
To use the excitement of the masked ball to concoct an accident. A terrible tragedy, lots of witnesses.
Oh, God, Edmund, why do you even need me?
Because we need to set her up. Catherine doesn't trust me. But she will trust you. She's already beginning to remember you were friends. I need you to get even closer to her. To re-establish that friendship. I have to make sure that on the night of the accident, you can bring her to where she needs to be.
She's gonna see right through me.
Oh, don't underestimate yourself, Olivia. I think you have a great deal of anger for Reva bubbling just underneath the surface. All you have to do is access it.
And what if she doesn't want to be friends again?
She will. She's desperate to trust someone on this island. That's why I need you to get as close to her as possible. She'll never suspect a good friend will be setting her up to vanish from the ball.
You talk about killing her as if it's the most painless thing in the world. I'm not a cold-blooded murderer, Edmund.
Frankly, I don't care what you are. If you want to sit by my brother's side and rule this country, you'll do whatever it takes.
Why do you always have to make this about you and me?
Because it is about us. Don't you see? Our relationship is the key to everything.
You just want me to believe that.
Look, if you want to find our son, if you want to find Jonathan, you can't shut out any part of yourself. You can't start trying to protect your feelings. Now, you told me once that you weren't afraid. Now, you have to tell me that again. You have to mean it. You can't pretend that we didn't have a past. You can't pretend that we weren't married. You can't pretend that we didn't love each other. We had a child, Catherine. And we have to do this for his sake.
I understand that.
Well, good, because I can't do this alone. You know, I may rule a country, but I never ruled you.
And you never will.
Yes, I understand that. So, if you want, walk away right now. But otherwise, you have to give yourself up to find your son. You have to make a choice. Do it for his sake.
I never walked away from anything in my life. Especially a child. My child. And I will do this. I will relive my past. I will try to capture what our life was to get like when I was your wife. I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to find our boy.